Awesome, Amber. Okay, welcome back. So, you're wondering what's on the horizon love-wise, so let's look at that. Okay. So sorry about this, Amber. I know you just barely came right back on. Let me go to the bathroom really quick, and then when I come back, we'll look at the question, okay? And we'll get you some answers. So give me 1 second here. Hey, Elisa. So if you want to do that, my friend, I do 10. Well, here are my rates right here. So I don't do free questions. I feel like I've seen you on the channel before, so welcome back. But we do one question for $10. If you feel like you can do that. Right now I'm reading for Amber, and so you would be the very next person in line after Amber's reading. So you let me know if that's something you want to do. $10 a question. And yeah, so I'm just gonna do this here. Okay, Amber, so love-wise, let's see what we got here. So you said, Amber, you were wondering what was on the horizon for you in the form of love. So let's do that. And I also have this link, hold on. Anyone's wondering, I did have there it is. You can check that link out for my payment, my payments. So you do have that option. Okay, so let's do this here. Yeah, so it's $10 for one question, and yeah, Cash App would work. Cash App would work just fine, but it's $10 for one question. All right, Amber, let's do this here. What's on the horizon for love for Amber? All right, what is on the horizon? So, Amber, I get these cards here. Healer of the Ages in reverse. Man holding a heart in reverse. And then I get man holding a coin in reverse. So this right here is making me feel like, at least for the time being, in the love situation, I'd say for the next 2 or 3 months, I feel like it's going to kind of be you working on you, right? That's what I'm feeling, at least for the next 3 months, as we're looking at these cards. But I will do a little bit more. We'll go into a little bit more depth here. Hold on. Okay, so let's do... Let me shuffle these cards here and we'll go into a little bit more detail. Let's see here. Let's see what I can find. I'll move these ones over. And I'll use these cards instead. I'll use just the traditional tarot deck. And I'll see. So you're wondering if there's anyone... Is there any interest from anyone? Let's look. All right, cards. Is there any interest from anyone for Amber? It does look like it. I get the Moon card. I get the King of Coins in reverse here, but the Moon card is upright, and then I get the Emperor upright. So I feel like there is someone that could be coming along, and they could have very strong fire energy or Aries-like traits, or they could be an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I'm wondering if it's a Moon Aries because of the Moon card here and then the Aries card, but that's what I'm feeling here. There could be someone like that, and for some reason I'm feeling like maybe the name starts with an S. That's what I'm feeling, S or like an SA, possibly. But that's what I'm feeling here, looking at these cards. I do feel like right now, primarily, it's going to be... It's focusing more on yourself at this point in time, but there are people that are interested. Hey Zal, how's it going? or Zoe, tarot baddie. But that's what I'm seeing right now. So there could be a very fire sign kind of individual that we could be coming into contact with. And the word factory comes to mind. And so I'm wondering if maybe this person has more of a, like if they work in a factory or they do something in a factory. That's what I'm thinking here. So they work in something where they mass produce stuff. That's what I'm feeling more than likely. So it's not like this person is, I don't sense them as being necessarily a creative individual, but someone who works with their hands a lot. But again, not necessarily creative, not like a dancer or anything like that. It feels like this person isn't in that world, right? But that's what I'm seeing there. This one to me though, I feel like this person will. Hey Venus Rising, how are you doing? I do feel like this person will come into your life. It feels like right now it's feeling more like December, maybe November, but it's feeling like there's a December time where this person's going to come into your life. And I feel like they're going to be a very stubborn individual. I feel like they're going to be more open, they're going to be passionate in a way, but it does feel like there's a connection here. I am good, Venus Rising. I'm good. Welcome to the channel. I don't think I've seen you here before, and if I have, I'm horrible with names, and so I am sorry if I have forgotten. But yeah, welcome to the channel. But that's what I'm seeing, Amber. It feels like November, December is going to be when this person, a fire sign, possibly an Aries moon sign, could be coming in, and I feel like they're not going to be involved in the industry or the industries that you work in. I feel like they're going to be someone that is in a different kind of thing. Awesome, Venus Rising. Well, I'm happy to have you here. So hopefully, Amber, that helps answer the question. It's like I said, November, December is when I'm thinking. So sometime between there, I feel like there's going to be a new love interest that shows up. Meanwhile, during that time, you know, we can keep learning about the stuff we've been learning and focusing on our healing journey, which I know sometimes that gets kind of old, kind of tedious, kind of boring, but you're going to be very happy that you ended up doing that, because that's going to be what guides you towards newer and better relationships. Well, my name is Chance, Venus Rising, and this is Angelus Chiron Tarot. You'd love to ask a question. Okay, so I do, here's my rates right here. So it's $10 for one question. I can understand some people, you know, that scares them off. I do spend time on the questions though. Let's look here, Amber. So, So if you want to see how I handle this and you feel comfortable working with me, then we can absolutely work together. But that is completely up to you, okay? So I'll let you decide on that, and I'm working on Amber. So you would be the next, you'd be the next person up, I do believe. I'm just checking something here. Yeah, you would be right after Amber, who I'm currently working with now, if you wanted to do the $10. So, okay, let's see what we got here. So Amber, you're wondering why don't guys talk to you? So let's look at this. Why won't guys talk to Amber? Let's do this here. Okay, why won't guys talk to Amber? So I get this card again, woman holding a heart in reverse. And I feel like the reason why men don't talk to you is because, well, I feel like you're in the process of becoming someone who talks. Okay, let me put it this way. You're someone who's setting boundaries, or someone who has like a firmer concept of yourself than I feel like you've had in a while. And a lot of men, I feel like, have a hard time with strong women, because strong women know what they want, and weak men have no idea what the hell's going on. Okay? I mean, that's the absolute truth. And I feel like that's part of the healing journey, is being able to eventually attract people that will be into us, that appreciate strong people. I feel like you're in an industry, and you're in a time in your life now where a lot of people just will not understand you for who you are and who you're going to be becoming, right? You're getting rid of toxic people. You're trying to stay away from toxic situations. And because of that, I feel like a lot of men don't know how to handle that. They don't know how to handle a drama-free, or someone who's more drama-free as a person. And so that's why I feel is going on here. It's nothing to do with necessarily you. I feel like you put off a strong, I feel like you have a strength, a strong persona, but I'm feeling like there's a tendency for us to, when I see woman holding a heart in reverse, I feel like there's a tendency for us to hold back. And I can understand why we would hold back. We've been hurt in the past, right? And so that makes it harder for us to open up. That makes it harder for us to, again, that's why we're doing the work. We're doing the narcissistic work. We're going through that kind of stuff to alleviate those kind of symptoms. And eventually, when we do that work, when we start looking at a new relationship, or a new possible relationship, we enter that relationship with zero baggage, because we've worked through the things that have bothered us. We've worked through the things that we've been carrying. And then people can sense if we've worked through that or if we haven't. And so I feel like it's just, you're in a healing place. You're going on a healing journey. And I feel like men don't understand that. A lot of men just do not understand that. Being in touch with your emotions, being in tune with your emotions, I feel like is something that a lot of people in this day and age just don't get. People would rather be completely zoned out on their phones or watching TV or doing whatever. Someone who knows themselves emotionally and who is working on building up themselves, that's a rare thing nowadays. And I hate that that's how it is, but that's how it is, at least right now. Genuine people are, I feel like they're difficult to find until we know what to look for with people, you know? We want people that appreciate us for being us, right? They're not trying to look for anything. They're not trying to gain anything. And we know what that looks like eventually, because we've dealt with other people that were not of a good sort. And so it makes it difficult for us to trust that. But eventually we get that back, and we understand what a good person looks like versus someone who is a covert narcissist, for example. Eventually you get to see the signs. You get to understand the signs, right? It's there's nothing wrong with you, Amber, though, if you're sitting there thinking, what's wrong with me? Why can't I, and I'm not saying you are saying that, but I'm saying if you ever think that there's something wrong, or what's going on that way, just know that there are people, you would rather be ignored by these creepy men than to be in relationships with one creepy man after another, right? You would rather go through the process of not having anyone talk to you rather than having creepy people talk to you and try to get you in their clutches, I would imagine. So this can be viewed as a blessing, because you're in a vulnerable point in your life, and you're trying to reach for change, and you're trying to understand things. And during that time, it's best that other people that have ill intentions, especially during a vulnerable time, they leave you alone. So in my opinion, I feel like it's the universe putting out something and saying it's protecting you to make it so that you don't get caught up in a situation where possibly more damage could happen, because you're trying to learn what those psychological traits are of these narcissistic men and women, and I feel like it's important to just sort of be along for that ride. Hopefully that makes sense, Amber. At the end of the day, it's a healing process, right? It's all about healing and feeling. One second here. Yeah, I can understand that. You feel like you've been healing forever, and I can understand. I can understand that, but if we're wanting to find people that are, you know, people that have healed themselves on their journey, if we're wanting to find those kinds of people, we need to go to places where healed people would go to. We need to interact with people that have gone through kind of a healing process. And there's a lot of ways we can sort of learn to understand different parts of humanity. And I feel like, especially in the industry you're in, Amber, that you deal with a lot of fake people. You deal with a lot of people that put on the niceness. They put on the face, right? And so that would make it feel like a lot of people can be ingenuine or inauthentic. But there's ways, as we're going through this kind of healing journey, there's ways that we can find people that I feel like are trying their best, and they're not trying to pull the wool over our eyes. You know, for instance, we're probably not going to meet the best person for us. And I'm not saying you do this, Amber, I'm not saying that, but we're probably not going to meet the best person for us in a bar at 3 a.m., right? We're probably not going to meet the best person for us in seedy, you know, situations. We need to find something where we're putting ourselves out there in a safe way, and maybe we try different things, right? If we've been doing this for a while, we try different outlets, different creative outlets, like learning, like going to a writer's class, doing different things where we can learn and experience different parts of life, having hobbies or interests that are completely new to us so that we could possibly broaden our horizons. And knowing that, again, right, the past situations that you've had with men, those situations taught us what we did not want in a man. And I feel like moving forward, if we watch the videos, if we get better that we've talked about, I feel like it's just going to be easier for us to spot someone who is more genuine, not someone who's just trying to be with us for X, Y, or Z reason, right? But I understand it's frustrating. The healing journey is one that I feel like it's personal and it takes time, and that's about all you can say about it, because it's you're ready when you're ready, kind of a thing. And in the meantime, we just sort of have to kind of see the spots that we can, what would be the word? We kind of get to see the spots that we can, I don't want to say fix, because I don't think anything's wrong with us, but I feel like we could get better at understanding ourselves, or we could get better at knowing what we want out of a possible partner. So that's something that I feel like is what's going on right now. It's just that healing process, allowing us to take the time and allowing us to take that road. But again, it just takes time. I wish I could say something different. I feel like I'm a broken record sometimes. Do you feel like does that help, Amber? Or does it at least address the issue? You're welcome, Amber. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming on the channel and continuing to support. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Oh, just have to crack my neck there. Okay. This here. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna just do, while we're sitting here for a minute, I'll just do some art, and you guys can feel free to chat with me here if you want. You don't have to. But I'm gonna try some different little techniques here. Okay. This one's just more of a simple drawing. I'll show you guys here in just a second. Something fun, something kind of goofy. feel like I'm getting close to being done with this one here, and then I can show you guys. Maybe I'll go a little. Hey, Ink Sarul, how are you doing, my friend? Hopefully I said your name right. Sorry if I got it wrong. So Ank, if you want to, right? If it's a spiritual question that could benefit everybody that's watching or people that will watch in the future, that's free to ask those questions. If it's a personal question, like if it's a love question or a job question or something like that, it's $10 for those kinds of personal questions. So $10 per question. But you can ask a question if you want to pay, or if it's like a spiritual question, you can just talk to me, and I won't charge for those. Again, unless it's more of a personal question. Sure. I think I can have him now. You think he's cute? I just drew a vampire guy. That's what I'm doing. Alright, guys, I'm going to take a break for a minute. I will be back on here in a minute, so... Okay, I'll be back on in a minute, guys.